Senior night tonight. Welcome to Andover High School. High school boys basketball season starting to wind down. When you have senior night, you know that it's starting to wind down as the winter sports season starting to get into the playoffs. Already playoffs for girls hockey, boys hockey right around the corner, and wrestling. And certainly then girls and boys basketball will soon follow. Along with Pete Hayes, I'm Jim Erickson here tonight. We got the big rivalry matchup with the Andover Huskies at 8-12, 3-11 in conference play, hosting the Anoka Tornadoes, 17-4, 11-3 for Anoka. And Pete, this is always a good matchup, always a nice rivalry. They played earlier here this year, a little less than a month ago, and Anoka won by 11 over at the field house at Anoka High School.
Yeah, you might as well throw out the records, Jim. When Anoka and Andover meet, the intensity's high and the play is always good. So Anoka, they're looking to get ready for the playoffs. They're looking to be the number one seed. Unless they totally falter down the stretch here, they should have that number one seed. Andover, they're getting healthy. So they're getting their players back, and they're going to try to lock things down here in these last couple weeks.
Yeah, they had a couple of their players that were not available in that game when they played Anoka at Anoka. Alex Kopetsky, their leading scorer at 17.2 a game. He hasn't played since January 9th. And Lucas Squire, who's coming back, had not played since December 30th against Mounds View. He's one of their seniors. He is starting here tonight. So this is going to be a different lineup than Anoka saw when they played Andover earlier.
Yeah, and Kopetsky, he's a shooter. I've been watching him shoot since he was in the 9th grade. And when he gets the ball outside that three-point arch, he's not afraid to put it up. And Andover as a team is not afraid to put it up. They have 212 three-pointers this year. Anoka with 154, so we're going to see some balls put up tonight.
Those injuries really did affect Andover. They jumped out to a 6-3 start and then had the injuries and lost a few in a row, but they've won 2 of their last 3. They are coming off a loss to Maple Grove. Meanwhile, Anoka, we saw that loss against Champlain Park at Anoka, 71-56, but then they turned around and they've won 3 in a row, including against top 10 Moorhead, Coon Rapids, and then most recently on Wednesday last week, they defeated Elk River. They have won 6 of their last 7, as we mentioned before, 17-4, having one of the best boys basketball seasons in Anoka for a while.
Yeah, they're looking to go back to the state tournament, and it's been a long, long time, so they're going to look to try to see what they can do down the stretch here in section time.
All right, it's Anoka in the white, homestanding Andover in the dark and the black, with the gold numerals, and Anoka tracks down that tap, and they're underway with Peyton Podani. Left side kick out is good for Dre Ellis. Gets off to a quick start here for Anoka, 3-0. Right back, the Huskies take it to the hoop, and there's Luke Fenton. Senior lays it up, and it averages 12.7 a game.
Yeah, both of these teams averaging over 70 points a game, so it's going to be a high-scoring affair here tonight.
Ellis again, good kick out by Podani, missed. Rebound tapped around, and it'll be Andover. Long feet ahead, Kopetsky up ahead for Squire, and that is out of bounds. One note we need to make here for Anoka, with Podani coming in just 26 points shy of becoming the all-time leading scorer in boys basketball at Anoka.
That's saying something, because in the 70s, 80s, 90s, Anoka had a lot of really good basketball players, so a great accomplishment for Podani.
Rebound was back up, no good. Picked off by Anoka, and they come back. Here's a dribble drive by Dre Ellis. His kick out, Borchers. Beckway takes it to the hoop, takes it to the floor as it's stripped away, and it's picked off by Squire. Squire comes across for Andover, lost the handle, and then Fenton had it, lost the handle out of bounds. It'll go back here to the Tornadoes, 3-2 Anoka here.
Yeah, there's no players, I believe, on either team that are taller than 6'4", Jim. So it's going to be a guard-type game up and down the court.
Dominic Bakit, right side 3, doesn't go for the Tornadoes. Rebound Andover, a chance to take the lead. Kopetsky kicked in the corner, Squire, that rattles around, no good, and it's out of bounds off of the battle for the rebound underneath. It'll stay here with the Huskies.
Well, we're seeing those 3-pointers right off the bat, and both teams have had a couple of good looks. Drew Ellis draining the one for Anoka here so far.
Squire will inbound. Squire averaging 6 points a game before being injured and not playing since December 30th. Had 22 earlier in the year in the game against Forest Lake. He gets it to Kopetsky. Takes it and gets it blocked. Rejected by Lackinen. On that reverse, Anoka back up by 1. Here's Ellis again. Borchers. Here's Podani going to St. John's for basketball. Borchers takes it to the hoop. The layup good and a foul.
Yeah, last game we saw Anoka. I bet they missed, Jim, 15 layups in that game against Champlain Park. So, and Trey Borchers was one of those guys, so I'm sure he feels pretty good about putting this first one in.
There you see head coach Jesse Jefferson's done a great job here at Anoka, turning him around. The year before he was here, 0-19. He's in his 4th season. That free throw does not go for Borchers. Ripped down by Kopetsky. 5-2 Anoka. Kopetsky to the hoop, switches to the left hand, and around it goes, and it finally goes. And Kopetsky's on the board. It's 5-4. That looks like a Tidy Bowl man commercial. Jump shot, that does not go for Podani. Backside rebound. Tornadoes come away with it. Fired back out by Lackinen, then Borchers tries a 3. It's long. Lackinen on the backside, his rebound up and in.
Boy, Lackinen, he's a man in there today. That's his 3rd rebound already.
6'4" junior, averaging 4.5 points per game. Andover ball, Fenton. Huskies starting all seniors tonight on senior night. This is Strange getting a 3 from the near corner. Ties it at 7.
You know, Andover has a lot of scorers on their team. I think I was counting 7 guys who have scored over 8 points a game.
How about that fingertip roll drive to the basket for Peyton Podani? Past the 3-minute mark here. Drive up and good. This time Fenton again. That's his 4th point. Averages 12.7 a game, had 10 in the loss against Anoka earlier.
Well, they're doing just what we thought they would, up and down the court.
Podani, yes. Give him 5. 12-9.
Well, if he keeps that up, the record might be broken tonight.
Yeah, maybe in the first half. Here's the drive to the basket. Missing was Kopetsky. It rolls off. Rebound Ellis, and he's fouled. Looks like he got bodied, I think, on Fenton. Yep, Fenton will pick up the foul.
Boy, they might have called that one in a hockey game. That was quite a hit right there. Yes,
that was interference.
He got sandwiched.
Second team foul here on the Huskies. Anoka ball. Bakit gives it to Podani, who kicks it out to Ellis. Spots up, scores. Dre Ellis, who's been a very good 3-point shooter for them all season long. When we did that Champlain Park game, he was shooting something at that time, 44% from 3-point land. Battle for the ball in front of the Anoka bench. Out of bounds to the Tornadoes. Good hustle by Bakrit.
Yeah, if Anoka has those 3-point guys, Borchert and Ellis and Podani going, they're as good as anybody in the state because those 3 guys can really shoot it up.
Dominic Bakit with great hustle and created the turnover, and it's Anoka ball. Up by 6, their largest lead of the game. Borchers, Ellis, back to Podani, tapped out of bounds.
Both teams in man-to-man defense right now.
Here is Podani. He's going to set up the offense. Inside the lane. Fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound by Andover. Huskies, Kopetsky. Back out to the right side. Drive. Doesn't quite go for Fenton. Rebound the other way. Bakit here for Anoka. Ellis. Podani. Bakit again. Fadeaway shot. Doesn't get it to goal. Doesn't get the roll there. Fenton rebound. Kopetsky. Down by 6 here for Andover. Kicked out. Caden Raisler's into the game now. Fenton working his way down in the left wing. Ends up back out to Caden Raisler. He and his brother Blaine, junior twins. Caden is 6'1", Blaine is 6'4", so they're not identical twins. And it's a 3 for Fenton.
Yeah, Andover with a couple of their juniors in the lineup right now. I think you called it, Jim, where they had all seniors starting, but now a couple of juniors have popped into that lineup for them.
Padani ball. They're up by 3, and Padani takes it to the hoop on the reverse. 7 for their leading scorer, averaging 19 a game, is season high 30 in the first game against Champlin Park. And that wild one. Jump shot. Here's Caden Raisler, takes the 3. Ellis had the rebound, knocked out of bounds, stripped, last touched by Andover. It stays here with the Tornadoes.
Yeah, that's what Padani's so good at, is clearing space for himself down the lane. He's got a couple already. Missed one where he cleaned out the lane pretty good, but he can really drive and go to the hoop with either hand.
It'll be Podani who brings it up. He's been slashing to the basket regularly here tonight. Here's their three-point shooter, Ellis, and he has some trouble as it's stripped away. Raisler is going to take it in, get fouled. Shot doesn't go, but Caden Raisler will get 2 here for Andover.
Some good quick hands there by Raisler, stealing the ball from Drew Ellis. Ellis fouled him on the way to the hoop.
Raisler, 6'1" junior, averaging just under 10 a game, 9.6. Season high 23 against Elk River, had 6 in the earlier game against Anoka. Try and chip away and chip into this 5-point deficit, make it 4 as he hits the free throw.
Eddie Miles checking into the game right now for Andover. Looks like he can clear a little space under there. He's also averaging 12 a game.
Both free throws good for Raisler. 17-14, 3-point game. Caleb Shear into the game now for the Tornadoes. Ellis. Borchers clears out, back over to Shear. Ellis drives off the fake 3, elevates, and gets it up over Miles. And Ellis showing he's more than just a jump shooter outside the arc there on that drive.
I noticed the same thing, Jim. He got up in the air. Nice job by Dre Ellis.
Colton Miller into the game now. Back over to Raisler, 5-point game. He draws up a 3, misses. And the backside rebound is cleared by Podani. Long feet ahead, too far and too high for Brody Lackinen. And it'll go back here to Andover.
Yeah, Anoka looking to run right there. A little bit too long on the pass for Lackinen.
So it'll be the Huskies bringing it up, down by 5. Caden Raisler, kick out through the hands of Colton Miller, off his fingertips, out of bounds. Turnover, Huskies.
Yeah, Miller was ready to shoot that ball before he caught it. Right off his hands, out of bounds. Opportunity for Anoka to go up by 7 here.
That's the cardinal sin. You got to secure the ball before you can shoot it, right?
Yeah, that's what I hear anyway.
Yes, that's the rumor. Padani brings it across. Nice little hook pass underneath. Borchers was wide open. They forgot him. And you can't forget Trey Borchers. He averages 15.2 a game, 4 on the game here tonight. 21-14. Miller. Shot misses. Rebound for Anoka. Shear. Ellis, they quickly get on him. Padani near the timelines. We're near 10 minutes left in the first half. Padani drives on the wing to the elbow out to Ellis. Stripped away again by Raisler. That's another steal by Raisler, the second one he's had, and that turns into 2-on-1. Layup doesn't go. Crashing as Miller gets the ball back. Back out to Raisler. Got it. Raisler with his first field goal, and it's a 3, 5 for the game.
Raisler twice has picked the pocket of Drew Ellis.
Padani, hook pass, kick out Borchers. Good, and a good look and a great feed by Padani in the hook pass. And Borchers now has 7 as he gets the 3 there. We get a whistle in the backcourt, and we're going to get a timeout. 9:30 left here in the first half, 24-17, and Oak up by 7.
Well, all 3 of those shooters, Podani, Borchers, Ellis, have been making those 3-pointers here early in the first half, and 24 points. Tell you what, they're on their way to 100.
Yeah.
A long ways to go, but they're shooting the ball pretty well here, and Andover's shooting the ball pretty well too.
It's been a quick start, and that was something that head coach Jesse Jefferson, both of our head coaches tonight, Jeremy Habel and Jesse Jefferson, are both in their 4th year, but Coach Jefferson made it a point that he thought, even though they won the game against Andover earlier at Anoka, that it was kind of a slow start for them. I think it was a point of emphasis here that they were going to get off to a good start in this one tonight.
Well, they've done that. He has to be pretty happy with that. Like to tighten up a little bit on defense, but they're shooting the ball well and also going to the hoop well.
9:24 left in the first half. Husky ball. Kopetsky, long range three. Rebound being battled for. And Quente, the big man down low, 6'4" senior, clears the rebound. Long pass ahead. Borchers too far, too deep under the basket. And the loose ball picked up. Kopetsky hesitates, stops, hits from 5. Kopetsky will play basketball. He's planning to play Concordia St. Paul, Division II in the NSIC. And a whistle and a foul on the drive called against Andover. It'll be their 3rd team foul.
Well, that's some good basketball there. So Kopetsky, being a shooter like that, a lot of people want you, and playing Division II basketball is not an easy thing. There's some good players there, and I think he'll do just fine.
Inbound is going to go to the backcourt, and Quente saved it, but it's right into the hands of Raisler. Thought about spotting up for a 3. Instead, it's Kopetsky. Spin move to the left hand, and the layup is good. Little improvisation there for Kopetsky.
He said, man, I might as well take this thing to the hoop here. That worked out pretty well for him.
He has 6. Shear has the ball to Pedani. Kicked out Hibbler. Shear, off balance shot, and he's going to get the basket and the foul.
Well, that's a couple possessions, Jim, where I think the guy shooting the ball was surprised.
Yes, right.
You know, on the other end, the same thing for Andover. And Shear right here wasn't sure whether he could throw it up or pass it. Decided to throw it up and will go to the line.
So the basket was good. Yes, it said 2 shots initially, but he's only getting 1 here. It's an and 1 situation. And Caleb Shear, the 6'3" senior, connects on it. And to give him 3, 27-21. 6-point edge. Huskies, Kopetsky. Raisler again. Kopetsky pulls back behind the arc, missed. Raisler gets the rebound back, finds Miller. They find Kopetsky. Baseline here against Borchers, and Borchers with some hand checking there. It'll be a foul on the floor. Called on Trey Borchers. His first personal foul. 2nd team foul here on the Tornadoes.
Yeah, nice job at first there by Borchers. He was trying to go baseline, cut him off there, but when he came back to the left, he kind of hooked him a little bit. So it's a good call by the official.
Huskies will inbound, lob pass. Able to work it up. Kopetsky again penetrates, decides to take a turnaround shot in the lane. 10-foot shot, no go. Pedani pushes. It's a 6-point edge here. He gives it up for Shear. His shot no good. Tipped around. Raisler and the Tornadoes will drop back defensively. Here's Raisler. And he hits a 3. 20-footer, a little bit 20 and a half. And he connects. Big one there for Caden Raisler. Give him 7. Fenton and Raisler each have 7 here for Andover. Anoka ball up by 3. Shear drives in traffic, kicked around, and it'll be picked off here, the Huskies. They look ahead. Fenton, his 3 no good. Raisler rebound. That comes off the back iron. And Hibbler for the Tornadoes.
That Raisler, he's the player of the game so far, Jim. Yep. I'll tell you what, he's playing defense, he's playing offense, he's shooting the 3. Nice job out there by 21 for Andover.
Left side, the 3 doesn't go for Pedani. And the opposite number 10, Luke Fenton, clears the rebound up to Kopetsky. Nothing but net. Big three for Alex Kopetsky. That ties a game at 27. He leads Andover now with 9 points. And a foul the other way here on Andover.
Yeah, nice little run here by Andover. And don't look now, but it's a tie game. I believe it's a 7-point run for Andover.
Kopetsky picked up the foul, his first. That one doesn't go for the Tornadoes. Huskies back with Raisler and Kopetsky. Anoka man-to-man to Raisler. Shot off the front rim. Nice rebound underneath as Miller was there, but he lost it off his fingertips and out of bounds. It'll go to Anoka. Quickly moving first half, nearing already 6 minutes remaining in the first half of this one. Second meeting of the season. Both teams here out of Section 7 4A. Backdoor feed. Bekwe knocked away. And back come the Huskies. Raisler. Miller. Raisler. Fenton. Nice job and a foul. Fenton. Give him 9 and a chance for 10 on the nice drive to draw the contact and still make the play and put the basket in.
Here's another look at it. Fenton going to the hoop where we're just seeing the end of it as he scores and gets fouled. And Andover up by 2 with a chance to go up by 3 here with just under 6 to go here in the first half.
Affy Bekwe called for the foul. Fenton's free throw. He has it. He now leads the Huskies with 10 points. And the Huskies have their first lead of the game, 30-27. Hibbler and Borchers play catch. Borchers gets it back, takes it to the hoop. And runs into Fenton and Miller. Let's see who they give the foul to. It is going to be Luke Fenton.
Here's another look at it right here. And it could have went to either man, but Fenton's the one that picks up the foul.
Borchers with 2 shots. First one is good. He has 8. Ellis has 8. Padani has 7. Those are their 3 top scorers, and those are the 3 guys leading them.
Lane Johnson, a sophomore guard at 6'1", is now into the game for Andover. First look we've got at him.
Borchers hits them both. He has 9. Huskies by 1, 30-29. Straight away, Miller missed on the 3. Rebound put back up. Strong play there by Lane Johnson. Did not get it to go. Anoka pushes for Hibbler off the front rim, but crashing the glass. Dre Ellis on the follow. He has 10, 31-30. Anoka back up top, but not for long, as Miller drains a 3, his first point of the game. Huskies back up. Shear gets it to the lane, out to Ellis, rattles around, rebound Miller. And Levi Strengy back in, finds that rebound. Caden Raisler, Lane Johnson, back to Raisler, good kickoff, wide open, he got it. He's got the classic gooseneck follow through, does he not, when he waits for that 3?
Yeah, absolutely. They got to get out and close on him. He's got too much time to shoot that shot.
Raisler has 10. Huskies up by 5 underneath. Strong move of Bekwe, who's going to Northern Illinois to play football, gets the layup. 36-33 Huskies. Anoka is led by as many as 6. Huskies is led by as many as 5 here recently. Now they're up by 3. Underneath, wide open. They forgot, and they vacated Colton Miller, and they found him wide open. He has 5. 38-33. Dribble drive Shear to the middle. Stripped away by Miller. Up ahead for Raisler. They're 2-on-2 with a trailer there defensively. Took it to the hoop. Came up short. Rebound to Bekwe. And the long pass by Hibbler, tipped out of bounds. Johnson for Andover got it to deny Borchers, and an inbound play here for the Tornadoes.
Tornado's rushing it a little bit too much here these last couple times, trying to make the pretty play instead of just taking your time and setting something up. Find themselves down by 5.
Padani will fire it all the way out here to Bakit. Andover also in a man-to-man. Drive, spin, Lackinen got it. Good elevation there at 6'4". Elevates over the defense. Lackinen has 4. That cuts it to 3. Andover lead and the ball. In the corner, open Johnson. Came up short. Padani rebounds. Long feet ahead. He finds Ellis, who needs some help. He finds it underneath, and it's up and good. That's the 8th grader, Colden Johnson. And he hustled down there to be in position to help his teammate, Dre Ellis.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a nice-looking player for an 8th grader, that's for sure.
Boy, back in your day, you couldn't play 8th graders.
You could not play 8th graders or 9th graders.
Or even 9th graders. Cutter coming through Johnson. That lead is at 1 here for Andover. Raisler takes it to the hoop, off balance and contact there. Johnson rebounds. And Anoka in the front court with Podani, takes it to the middle. On that far side, the drive, and it is out of bounds. Lackinen had it go off the defender. It stays here with Anoka with 2:28 left to go in the half.
The officials are letting them play. There's been a few that you're wondering why the fouls weren't called, but they're consistent. That's all you can ask for as a coach is be consistent, and they've been consistent tonight.
Padani, lob pass on the inbounds, but it does not bounce for Bakit. But Padani gets the rebound. Does he get the bounce? He doesn't. Follow the bouncing ball up on the rim. That's twice they didn't get the bounce. Rebound ripped down here by the Huskies. Andover front court. Strange, Raisler, he is hot. Caden Raisler averages 9.6 a game. He already has 13.
Yeah, we went from a couple of bouncing balls that didn't go into Anoka and a 3 big swing in the game here so far.
Lackett in a 3 from the corner doesn't go, and then it's going to be tied up. So they'll go possession arrow here in favor of the Huskies. Raisler has 13. He leads Huskies in scoring. Fenton has 10. Kopetsky with 9.
Well, like I said earlier, Jim, they have 7 players. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players with 8 or better a game.
That's good balance. And plus the fact, looks like they like getting those 2 seniors back here tonight. Squire and especially Kopetsky, of course. Strong move down low. Good basket there for Eddie Miles. 6'3", big body. He got a 2. And then what happened on the other end? Did he?
Well, Lackinen stepped on the line and it went off his knee as he was throwing it in. So costly turnover there for Anoka.
I was writing down the Eddie Miles basket. All of a sudden we get a whistle and it's back to Andover. They can, right now they've got a 6-point lead. Their largest. They can add to it here with a minute and a half left. Caden Raisler. Back to the point. Miller back to Raisler off a screen. He got it. Oh, Caden Raisler. He's feeling it.
He is feeling it, no question. He goes, get me the ball. Gave a little push off there, but got away with it. And sank another 3.
He has 16. Ellis tries to answer. He can't. High rebound ripped down by Miles. 1 minute left to go in the half. That lead by Andover right now at the 3 explosion. They've got 9 as far as the lead right now. 46-37. Turnaround shot, Miles. That one up short. And Padani comes back. 46 seconds left. And a pass far side wing, but Keith through his hands. And out of bounds. Turnover, Anoka. Borchard's back in.
Yeah, they don't want to let this thing get any further away. Man, it seemed like an even game, Jim. And all of a sudden you look up at the scoreboard and Andover's up by 9.
Chance to go double digits here at this possession. Nine-second difference on the shot clock and the game clock. Raisler, far side, Miller missed. Rebound, Borchers. Shot clock is off. Borchers up ahead to the hoop. Keat, strong move, and he'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard right there. They had to make that call. So good foul by Andover, and instead of just letting him put that one in, and they're not in any real foul trouble here in the first half.
Two for Bakit with 20.9 left in the half, and that one rolls out. Defying gravity on that one. He'll get another. Foul was on Miller, by the way, first personal.
Yeah, they've had a few of those here in the first half.
Bakit looking for his first point of the game. And he's got it. Makes 1 out of 2. 20 seconds left. Andover ball. Kopetsky in the backcourt. Ellis on him. Man-to-man pressure. 12 seconds left. They're going to call Ellis a little hand check there. So Ellis will be called for the foul. I think they've let a lot more go than what they just called there, but.
Yeah, and that's okay, Jim. They have a couple of fouls to give here, so.
Slows them up a little bit. Left to inbound, go back, take more seconds off. Nice job by Kopetsky. Gets the roll. Little hesitation move there. Was able to beat Ellis off the dribble. And Kopetsky has 11 at the horn. And the shot there by Podani. And that is the end of the half. They thought there was a foul there. I'd like to see the replay on it. The Anoka fans are, and the staff and head coach Jesse Jefferson, not happy. Thought there was a foul on that shot by Podani. They said they got him with the body. But regardless, no call.
Well, here's another look. We're going to see it here.
It would have been after the shot. That is a foul. You cannot undercut a player who is shooting in that vulnerable position. They'll call a foul on that.
Well, what might have happened there, they might have all been looking up at the basket to see if time had run out.
Yep.
No one saw it, but that's the way it goes.
Yep. Well, we've got a special treat here for you, Pete. I don't know if you knew this, but we're going to keep it right here for the beginning of the halftime because Andover's got this little thing called Shoot for Loot. And they're going to draw the name of somebody who registered. I don't know if we'll get the name. Somebody watching might recognize the person. But whoever draws will get a chance to take 3 shots and win $100.
Whoa.
That'll get you a lot at the concession stand here tonight.
That sure will. That sure will.
I don't know who is going to be doing it. They're just listing off all kinds of names. Oh, I see. Okay, once you make the layup, I don't know how long this is going to go. This is the first time we've ever done this.
So I think it's layup, and then you have to make the free throw, and maybe then half court.
Well, I was under the impression that somebody was just going to take the shot, but this looks like a bunch of kids out there. May have not got the information. But I mean, I do have to salute the young man who's got that looks like a Vancouver Canucks jersey out there. At least it's a youth jersey that in the style of the old Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, and I see Tampa Bay Lightning.
Tampa Bay Lightning is out there. Well, this is going a lot longer than I thought when I agreed to this. To be honest, I thought it'd be over in a jiffy. But if somebody wins $100, we'll see it. And of course, then I'll go down there to get my share for putting it on the air.
Well, I'm
5%.
Sure,
it's 5% fee.
I'm sure one of these young guys would be happy to do that.
Right.
I'll tell you what, Andover, they've really come to play tonight.
They have.
You know, and like I said, you threw out the records, and that kind of tells you about this conference. You know, Anoka, 11-3 in the conference, and Andover's 3-11, and they're beating Anoka by 10, and it's a rivalry game, and there's not a whole lot of difference between these two teams.
Well, I got to go check the scorebook here, so I don't know, back in the truck, if you guys want to take a commercial break, you can do what you want, but as far as myself, I'm going to sign off here for a little bit here, get a little break during halftime. And our halftime score is 48-38. Huskies have their largest lead of the game right now here at 10. And that's our score at halftime, 48-38 Andover here. You're watching high school boys basketball on QCTV Sports.
So here in Andover we have what we call our Adopt a Park program. We have over 70 parks and open spaces that we maintain. So any help we can get from the public, we greatly appreciate. So currently we do have a handful of parks available for adoption. The way the program works is you reach out to our Public Works Administrative Assistant, Danielle, and she can set you up on it's a 2-year commitment that you clean the park twice a year. We supply the garbage bags and everything, and then we'll come pick them up after your event. And it's a 2-year commitment. You get a sign at the park recognizing, whether it's your family, some local businesses do it as a way of just giving back to the community. So any help with the Adopt a Park program is always greatly appreciated in helping keep your Andover parks clean. So we ask a minimum of twice a year, a spring and fall cleanup. You're welcome to do it as many times a year as possible. Obviously, the more often you do it, the less trash there is to pick up. So, but twice a year is the commitment that we ask for people when they sign the contract. So, with all the parks, a lot of them are neighborhoods, and a lot of families just kind of adopt them as like their own park. So, they're in their backyard. They help keep them clean, and it's always appreciated from our staff and myself and everyone here at the city. People enjoy it. People take ownership in it. Like I said, they start calling it their park. So people seem to enjoy the program, and we've really had great success with it. And currently we have most of our parks are adopted, but we do have a handful. If anyone's interested, they can reach out to go to our City Andover website, into the Parks Department, and look for our Danielle Lensmeyer. She's the one who manages that program, and she can get you set up.
So we have a great amount of girls that have returned. We do have a young program, which is great, and that's what I love as a coach, is to have a young program. So the goals this year is just to get that varsity experience for younger girls and to continue to build on the foundation of this program.
I think it's going good. We had a lot of seniors graduate last year that played like a big part on our team, so it was definitely a rebuilding year. But so far from our first game until now, I feel like we've improved a lot. We've learned how to play with each other, and I think that's helped us win more games.
The season's going really well, I think. We're doing a lot, like working together as a team, and it's hard because we're all so young, but I think we're gonna use that to our advantage because we got a lot of height, and it's just helping us like really work together and be a family. That's our motto this year, is family.
So far we've kind of just been focusing on our team culture, and just really like our team motto this year is family, so just being together and always like cheering each other on. That's kind of one of our main goals for the season.
I think just continuing to instill confidence in all of our players, young and old, is important. And then, yeah, just like having confidence in each other, making sure there's always that fun aspect of it, like enjoying laughing, smiling, stuff like that.
We love team bonding, like after games, going out for team meals, even on away games. We always end up going out to eat, so I feel like that's always our favorite part.
Oh my gosh, we have so much fun together. We hang out like every single day. Before practice, we get Starbucks.
We love Starbucks runs.
We always have our pregame Starbucks runs.
There's lots of Starbucks involved.
Starbucks again.
Like Chipotle, Zupas, Crisp and Green, literally everything, Nautica Bowls. I think there hasn't been like one practice where we haven't like either gone before or after to get food, but like we're basketball players, we need to eat, and we're always eating.
Here we go. Anoka in the white uniforms with the ball. Nice hook pass underneath. Kicked out by Keat. Long three. Misses Raisler. 17 first half points to lead all scorers for Caden Raisler. And he'll bring it across. He gave it over to Mapson. Ends up back to Raisler. Crossover dribble. It'll be stripped away by Ellis. A little tit for tat there. And Ellis lays it in. Ellis had been pickpocketed twice by Raisler, and Ellis does it there. And scores. He has 12.
Yeah, nice job there by Drew. And Anoka's going to need a little bit more of that here in the second half.
48-38 was the score at half. Here it's 48-40. Working it back is Fenton. Fenton double digits in the first half, scoring 10. In the corner, that one's going to miss on the three attempt by Miller. Scramble for the rebound. Padani. Long feed. Lackinen goes the opposite side. Strong move to the glass by Keat.
Nice pass there by Lackinen.
His first field goal of the game. Wonderful feed.
Yeah, nice start here by Anoka.
Drive, Kopetsky to the hoop, and a foul.
Couple of fast break baskets for Anoka. Cuts his thing to 6 just like that.
Score in a hurry. 2 foul shots here for Kopetsky. First one is no good. Lackinen the foul. It's his first personal, first team foul this half on Anoka. And Kopetsky makes the second. Makes 1 out of 2. He has 12. 7-point game. Anoka down. They have the ball. Ellis off a screen. Stops corner 3. No. Miller clears the rebound. Gets it quickly to Kopetsky, the 6'1 senior. His first game back, has not played since January 9th against the Tino Grace. Had a season high 25 against Champlain Park earlier. That was in the first meeting. Reaching in is Raisler. He's going to have to kick it back out. Fenton. drives, can't quite get it. Rebound tapped around. It'll be Lackinen for Anoka.
Nice job by Drew Ellis there. He played some really good defense.
And how about Podani? Drive to the basket. Pretty much coast to coast. Give him 9. Loose ball picked off here. But they're going to say Borchers was on the baseline. It'll stay here with Andover.
Yeah, Anoka's cut this thing in half, only down by 5. Borchers stepped on the baseline there. Good job by the official spotting that.
Still in the early going here in the second half, 49-44. Kopetsky takes the lob, looking for a screen from Miller, gets it there, good switch. And it's loose. It'll be a turnover. Lackinen comes up with it for Podani. Ellis lets it go. He got it. Another 3 for Ellis. Give him 15. Fenton. Miller. It's a 2-point game. Miller with a little half baby hook. And he now has 7, and there'll be a timeout. That gets the lead for the Huskies back to 4, and this one's really heating up here. With it about 1 below outside, Pete, we can use any heat we can get.
You got that right. And a good timeout there by Andover. Anoka cut that lead to 4 points right now. So they've come out on fire. It's a good timeout by Andover.
JV game earlier tonight, 70-58 in favor of Anoka. Anoka swept the season series a year ago. 78-61, 66-65. Andover 2 years ago, they were the section champs. And as we mentioned before, that Anoka right now, they've got the inside track for the #1 seed. And I'd have to look to see the last time that Anoka boys basketball made it to the state tournament, Pete.
Boy, it's been a while, that's for sure. I would have to look too, but I hate to say it, but it might have been back in the 90s. And I believe one of the players on that team is one of the coaches for Andover, and Troy Beckman was one of the players on that team. I could be wrong, but I believe it's been a long time. Let's put it that way. And they used to be there quite often back in the 90s.
You were still a wet behind the ears coach back in the 90s.
I was, yes. And there was no Champlin Park, and there was no Andover. So we had everybody.
15 minutes left. It's a 4-point game. Bakit, Ellis. He can stay hot. He comes up short there. Fenton the rebound. And he'll get it to Joseph Mapson, the 6'3 junior, averages 8 points a game. Had 19 in the earlier victory over Anoka, or excuse me, loss to Anoka. They drop it back to Miller, out to Fenton. Miller, though, gets the rebound. Right back out to Kopetsky. He fires a 3 off the front rim. And this time the defensive glass goes to Podani. And he'll walk it across here. More of a jog. They're down by 4. Ellis directing traffic. Bakit. Podani against Mapson to the free throw line. Back to Borchers off of Podani's screen. Goes in with a reverse underhand with the left hand, but it was off. Rebound Andover.
Yeah, it kind of came in there at a bad angle and wasn't able to put that one down.
Mapson, backdoor cut, and Fenton lays it in. Give him 12. He's matched pretty much his season average. Borchers, Ellis. Hesitation, nice move. Lost it, he was going up, but he was fouled.
Yeah, I'm interested whether they're going to call that one as a shooting foul or on the floor.
I think they're saying 2. And Dre Ellis will go to the line, 5'11 junior. Exploded for 27 against Spring Lake Park earlier this season. He also is already above his season average of 13.3, sitting at 15, make it 16 now in the game.
Captain obvious, but free throws are going to be big in the second half.
They usually are. They find a way to become important in a game.
Well, we have 4 fouls on each team already, and we didn't have that many until about 5 minutes left in the first half.
Ellis connects on both. He has 17. 53-49. Back to 4 here. Andover lead and the ball. Strange. And they get the delivery in the 3. Strangi had a 3 in the first half. Hits one here. He has 6 for the game. Ellis. Drive, kick out, tapped. Bakit. Ellis and Borchers now, and it's Borchers. Spins around Fenton. Bakit goes into the box. Pivots to the lane, and then right back out. Padani will reset. Watched by Mapson here in the man-to-man. Tried to split through a double team off the dribble. Scramble for the ball. Miller comes up with it. Matson up to Raisler. Raisler bears down. Blocked by Lackinen. Picked up Bakit for Ellis. Pulls up. 3. Got it.
Trey Ellis is hot for Anoka right now. Brings him right back in this game. Only down by 3.
He's hot like Racer was. That's been a good back and forth, whether it was defensive out top or they're shooting. This 3 by Miller misses. But Ellis now has 20. And that Huskies lead is at 3, 55-52. Padani able to go in the backcourt as it's tipped by Mapson. Padani is determined to take it to the hoop, and he'll draw the foul.
The thing you gotta like about Padani is he's so calm. It's just someone can be just right on top of him. He just takes his time. Here's another look. Goes to the hoop with his right hand. Switches it over to his left and gets fouled.
2 shots for Padani. First one good. He's in double figures now with 10. In fact, he has been in double figures now with him getting to 10 here. Every game this season, he's been in double figures. That's consistency.
That is consistency. Anoka bringing in their hustle guys in Bachway and Hibbler right now to get a little bit of energy into the lineup, but it's been going pretty well here in this second half.
Misses the second one. 2-point game, 55-53. Fenton, Mapson. Rebound Ellis, bumped down, foul on Andover.
Yeah,
that'll
Raisler.
be, that's his 3rd.
Well, those two have been going back and forth in this game.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
It's been a good one-on-one because they each pickpocketed each other a couple of times out on the floor, and then, of course, they've been raining threes. Here's Padani, gets the roll. 2 more for Padani. He has 12, and we're tied at 55. Andover was up by 10 at the half, 48-38. They've been outscored 17-7 here. And along the baseline was Miles, and it's out of bounds off Anoka. It'll stay with the Huskies.
Yeah, Miles is trying to back him down right there, and Mbakwe was saying he's a little bit smaller, but he was saying, no, I don't think so.
Levi Strangi, one of the seniors, being honored in senior night tonight. Ready to inbound. He does to Fenton. He's got Hibbler on him. Hibbler is their energy player. He takes it to Hibbler on the reverse and draws the foul. Hibbler picking up his second personal. Check that first personal. And the second team foul this half on Anoka.
Kopechny's on the bench right now for Andover. I'm interested to see how long he's going to stay there. You know, you say it's his first game back.
Right.
So, you know, his conditioning, you're not sure where that's at.
Fenton shooting from the line. Makes the first one and the second. He has 14. He had 31 in a game earlier this year against Centennial. And he hits them both there. Gets that lead back for Andover to 2, 57-55. Here's Ellis, pulls the trigger. This one is long, high rebound. It was off of a Beckway, out of bounds, Andover ball.
Yeah, Ellis was out at NBA three-point on that one. But he has the confidence right now. He's going to shoot those up.
Matson in for Fenton. Lane Johnson's into the game also. Mapson against Padani. Pulls up shy of the arc. Back for Fenton. Left-hand dribble drive. Clears out with a forehand. Kicks it out to Johnson. Rolls out. That corner 3 rolled out. Rebound Padani. 2-point game here. Anoka down. He got tripped up. That foul out on the floor. Fourth team foul here on the Huskies. And Joseph Mapson picks up his third personal.
Look at a couple players now, Andover with 3 personal fouls.
Pedani pick and roll, nothing doing there with the Beckway, and he'll just take it himself. 2 more for Pedani, 14. He's just so calm. Second, third options weren't there, so he went with the his option. He took it himself, and here he's going to take it himself. Fenton, a 3 from the near side. 17 for him now. Huskies by 3.
Yeah, big hit right there for Andover as Anoka claws back and ties it up.
Pedani straight away. Got it. We got a 3-point duel going on right now.
That was cold-blooded by Peyton Pedani.
Staring right down from the middle. We're tied at 60 to the hoop. Strong drive and a charge. Ibekwe with position. And the offensive player control foul on Fenton. That'll be his third.
Here's another look at it right there. That was close, but they're down there and we're up here, so I can't make that call. I did make it a lot when I was a coach, though.
Yes. Here's the drive again. It's good. Afi Ibekwe off the bench, averaging 8.8 a game. He has 4 off the bench tonight. Strong move and the kiss off the glass, and Anoka's reclaimed the lead. After being down by 10 to start this half, 62-60. Eddie Miles had it bumped away, picked off Ellis. Ellis will push. He had it poked away from behind, but it ends up gratuitously into the hands of Peyton Pedani, who calmly places it in off the glass, and it's a 4-point Anoka lead.
Kopetsky back in the game for Andover here.
Kopetsky down to Miles. Defender fell down, but from the backside, it's stripped away by Hibbler. Hibbler takes it himself. Fires in the corner for Pedani. Misses. Rebound on the backside. Miles with Andover. Down by 4. Caden Raisler into the corner. That 3 misses. Strengy. Borchers. Ellis. Lob pass to the backside. Alley-oop to Beckway. It was off the glass. Back comes Johnson and a timeout for Andover. So Johnson was pushing it on the fast break, but head coach Jeremy Habel wants to call a timeout on that with possession. 64-60 Anoka.
Boy, this is racehorse basketball right now. Both of these teams taking the ball to the hoop, kicking it back out for threes, and it's raining threes right now, Jim.
Yeah, and it seems like who's ever got the hot hand on the 3, they're the ones that have the advantage. And because in that first half, it was Caden Raisler who had 5 3-pointers, had 17 first half points. And then all of a sudden, here's Dre Ellis hitting a couple of threes here in this second half.
Well,
barely midway through.
You got to like that with Dre Ellis. He's taking it kind of personal here in the second half.
Yeah. See upcoming schedule for the Andover Huskies. After tonight, just 5 games remaining. They've got a game against Buffalo that was postponed and scheduled to Monday the 17th. That was postponed earlier in this game, and they only had 10 players combined, varsity and JV. And over to the left side, the 3 is good for the Huskies. Levi Strengy hits a big one for them. They needed that. That's his second 3 of the half, third of the game. He has 9. And it's 64-63, Anoka by 1. Hibbler, backdoor look. Beautiful pass, and Borchers now with 11.
Yeah, Strengy's hit some big baskets for Andover here, keeping them in the game.
It's Kopetsky. Raisler drives, harassed, ends up off the glass. Rebound to Beckway. Takes it to Borchers, and he muscles it up and in.
Such good body control right there. He's a big body. Used it all underneath the hoop right there for his basket.
Borchers, a wonderful wide receiver, of course, for the Anoka football team. He'll be going to Bemidji State. Raisler, Strengy, into the corner. It's going to be off. Backside rebound to Beckway. And he lost it out of bounds. Just a little token pressure there by Caden Raisler. And that forces the turnover, and the ball will go back here to the Huskies. They're down by 5. It's been a seesaw game. The first half was seesaw, And the second half has been as well, when you consider we've had a 15-point swing now, with Andover starting this half up by 10. Now they're down by 5.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Like you said, it's been back and forth, and each team goes on a little bit of a run, and Anoka's been on a good run here in the second half.
Kopetsky against Bakit. Baketsky turns around, fade away, tough shot, and firing it back in play was a Beckway. And it's picked up by his teammate Shearer, who's got it now for Anoka. Borchers, Bakit, Borchers, baseline drive, fires it through the zone, gets it to Hibbler. Strong move, left hand, too strong. Then a Beckway, who's also strong, grabs a rebound, a putback.
Yeah, once again, really good body control underneath for Anoka.
Mapson brings it across, bumped by Hibbler. Hibbler will pick up his second personal foul there. On the floor, update on the team fouls: 5 on Andover, 3 on Anoka. Mapson up on the wing. Miller, Kopetsky, Bakit on him, Fenton spins to the free throw line. Miller in the middle. Oh, good look to Fenton on the opposite side. Fenton has 19. Layup is good the other way.
I'll tell you, Jim, I've been really impressed with Miller. Miller's some nice passes and doing a great job on the boards for Andover.
Borchers had that bucket. He has 15. 72-65. Anoka's lead at 7. Fenton almost tied up. Mapson's got it. Anoka really turning up the pressure on their half-court defense, and that right there just created the turnover. They were really pressuring the ball, and the ball gets thrown out of bounds. Great job there by the Tornadoes.
Yeah, that's their guy, Hibbler. Hibbler really turns it up. They bring him in when they need some energy, him and Mbakwe, and they both came in and did a great job for Anoka, and Anoka finds himself up by 7.
They'll have the ball just under 6 minutes left. 5:59 here in the second half. Padani. They'll switch. Goes against Mapson. Shearer takes it. Underhand ice cream scoop layup, no good. Gets it back, tries the same thing. That one doesn't fall. Andover defensive board with Mapson to set it up. 5.5 left. Raisler. They're really watching Raisler, and Ellis is guarding him too. Raisler takes the pass down on the baseline, lost his balance, went down to his knee, kept the ball alive, but tried to pass from his knees, and it goes out of bounds into the bench.
Yeah, the difference this half, in my opinion, is Anoka's defense. They're really turning up the defense, not giving those easy threes, and Andover's throwing the ball away a couple of times.
And Podani's going to slow it up here with his 7-point lead. To the elbow. To Bakit, who takes it in the middle. Pulls up and off the glass from 10.
Did he call that?
I think he did. I thought I saw, I can read lips, and I think I saw that. 74-65. Anoka now by 9 all of a sudden. Fenton drives left hand layup. 21 now for Luke Fenton.
Yeah, Fenton, he likes going to the hoop. He uses that right hand to kind of clear him out a little bit here. But I know what you can get away with in this game.
Padani strip, gets it back. Padani inside the paint, up and under move, and he'll be fouled by Mapson, and that's going to be his 4th if it is indeed on Joseph Mapson.
You know, and that's gone both ways for both these teams, using those arms, pushing off just a little bit, kind of know what they can get away with.
Clock will begin to become a factor here. It's a 7-point game. Anoka lead and the ball. Lackinen, Ellis fires it right back out. They're pressuring now. A little bit of a trap here in the half court. And Padani puts it down, finds it again, gives it up to Bakit, and he scores. Good strong baseline move there by Dominic Bakit. 7 points for him tonight. Anoka lead at 9. Mapson, Fenton. Now it's Mapson again. Opposite of the screen. He gives it to Miller. His 3 short. And Anoka's contesting those threes and making it hard for Andover, such a strong part of their game.
Yeah, Padani on that rebound. He's going to slow it down here for Anoka with a 9-point lead and just under 4 minutes to play.
Padani, Borchers, Bakit, Borchers, Padani again. Padani breaks down the defense, draws a couple of defenders, gives it to Bakit, stripped away by Raisler. He's got Ellis back. It's a 3-on-1. Raisler gives it up to Kopetsky, and he lays it up and a timeout. Not a foul, a whistle, but that's for the timeout. 14 for Kopetsky in his first game since early January. And it's 76-69, 7-point Anoka lead with Andover calling the timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be a big next minute here or so to see if they can cut into this 7-point lead. But good timeout right there. Make sure you rest everybody up, talk about what you
Fans of all ages here tonight. Now, it is senior night, but with all those youngsters, you could also call it infant night, toddler night tonight here at the old basketball barn. Toddler night tonight. Bring your own pacifier. I don't know if they've ever, has that ever been a promotion at a baseball game?
I don't know.
It's pacifier night here at the ballpark. Come on in. Every child 1 and under gets a.
You know what? They tried everything else.
They've tried everything else. I don't know why not.
Well, the St. Paul Saints could do it. That's
I think
for
so,
sure.
yeah.
You know, they pull those kind of stunts.
So after the timeout, Andover called it right after their basket. And they're going to drop back more half court with Padani bringing it across. Kopetsky on him. Backdoor, tried to fire it underneath. It's out of bounds. Lackinen was cutting, but the pass did not connect. Andover had that pretty well defended. That'll turn it over. That's exactly what they wanted coming out of the timeout. They got a turnover. They're down by 8. 76-69 Anoka. Kopetsky, Raisler regathers. Mapson, Kopetsky. Bumped there by Bakrit. Shot blocked by Bakrit. And it's picked up in the loose ball by Lackinen. Up to Bakrit. Padani. Well outside the arc. Under 3 minutes now remaining. And Coach Jefferson telling him to spread it out. Ellis will take the 3, and it rolls out. No good. Baseline. Borchers saves it into the hands of Lackinen. Right back out to Bakit. Underneath the Lackinen. Good ball movement there. They kept it alive. Confused the defense. Lackinen has 6 points.
Yeah, that was a great pass right there. Otherwise, if he would have kept going, it would have been a charge, I'm pretty sure. So great pass.
That gets that lead to 9. Right now, Andover's got to be in desperation mode. Raisler drives it in. Anoka absolutely is not giving them any kind of an open 3 out top. They're fighting through picks and getting out there and contesting the threes, which was such a big part of the Huskies game earlier on.
Yeah, absolutely, and they only have 4 fouls, team fouls.
Raisler inbound. Kopetsky goes baseline. His 16th point of the game. (78-71), 7-point lead here for Anoka. Padani backs up, will dial up a 3, misses. And the rebound grab Miller. To Kopetsky. Raisler, Kopetsky, spots up 3. Hit that front rim and then skimmed over. Padani ends up with a rebound. Padani drives, kick out, Lackinen. Then he finds Ellis, who backs it up a little bit further. Borchers well outside the arc. Over to Bakit. Takes it to the elbow. Bounce pass underneath. Finds a wide open Lackinen, who easily lays it in. Gives him 8 for the game. The lead is 9.
Bakit with a couple of nice passes to Lackinen.
Raisler, long bomb. Drains that one from 22 at least. That's his first hoop, though, of the second half. He had 17, including 5 threes in that first half. But again, Anoka's you know, it's not that he got cold. Anoka just kind of took those shots away. Racer, I don't know how many he has attempted, very few threes. And he hit one there. He has 20 for the game.
Yeah, he had some open looks in that first half, and they really shut that down. Here comes those free throws with 1:08 to go, 1-1.
Kopetsky called for the foul. His second, 17th foul here on Andover, so that puts Padani to the line, 1-1. Hits the first one, he has 20. Now 6 points shy, becoming the all-time leading Anoka boys basketball scorer, but he misses on that one. Mapson's got it. Fires a bounce pass. Fenton, good soft hands to grab that one. He comes back along the baseline, got bumped. Borchers was on him, but he bumped him out of bounds. And Trey Borchers called for the foul with under a minute now left to go. 7-point game. Huskies need some baskets and they need some stops, but not before an Anoka timeout. Tornadoes call a timeout. 55.6 left on the clock, and they're up by 7.
Yeah, they still have a foul to give, so that's pretty important right now with 55 seconds left here with that foul to give. So it's going to be interesting down the stretch here. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, a big week of sports here on QCTV. We get a chance, we'll show you the schedule, what we got going on here, including section championship girls hockey, Northwest Suburban standings, keeping it boys basketball right now. Boy, you take a look in the loss column, that's a tight race. You got 3 teams with 1 loss, a number of teams with 3 losses, including Anoka.
Yeah, I don't think 3 is going to get it done. Totino Grace Champlin, I'm doing that game next week, and those are a couple of 1-loss teams. Maple Grove with 1 loss, and I think they play Anoka tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken.
That'll be a dandy. Yep, back-to-backs here for Anoka, so tough one here against their rival Andover, and then they go to Maple Grove tomorrow. Meanwhile, for Andover, at Osseo Thursday, then on Monday they've got that makeup game hosting Buffalo here at Andover High School. That's that game we mentioned before that was postponed because Andover had so many kids sick and out. They only had 10 players combined, JV and varsity. That ball was blocked, came up loose, but they get it into the hands of Colton Miller. He has 9 for the game, and Andover with a quick foul here on Dre Ellis. 5-point game, 81-76. Now the Huskies are hoping that they get some free throw misses now here. And meanwhile, on the other side, of course, Dre Ellis trying to help shore it up here. They can win this game by hitting free throws.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's done a pretty good job of that here so far tonight.
1-1. He's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Make that 3 for 3. Ellis has 21. Padani has 20. Borchers with 15, all in double figures. The big 3 here for Anoka. That one's good as well. Ellis has 22, a season high 27, and that lead back to 7. Kopetsky, the 3, missed, tapped around, good, just excellent, just athletic play there by Padani to go up and get that, keep it alive and bring it down off of the miss by Kopetsky. And Andover again forced a foul. The game is at 7.
Yeah, you called it, Jim, saying that make these free throws and this thing's over. And Anoka so far 3 of 4 down the stretch here.
Borchers tonight 2 of 3. He'll get 1-1 here. Foul was on Fenton, his 4th. The free throw is good. When you're playing in a section championship game or a big section game or a state tournament game, free throws are huge. Borchers hits them both. 17, gets the lead to 9, and that's going to make things very difficult here on Andover. There's Kopetsky's bumped and fouled.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to do if you're Anoka. You want to take away that 3. You'll give them the 2 right now, but don't let them shoot that 3, and don't make fouls to stop the clock.
Paquette takes that foul. Raisler into Miller. He hits it. Colton Miller. Second 3 of the night. He has 12 for the game. That gets it to 6. It's a 2-possession game, but with just 15 seconds left. Stranger things have happened, but again, And Anoka free throw here would pretty much put the game out of reach.
Yeah, it'll make it a 3-possession game with 15 seconds left here.
Borchers again. 2 foul shots now are in the double bonus. And Borchers connects. He's made 5 in a row from the line. He has 18 for the game.
Yeah, he's a cool customer.
Connects.
Who's been doing this for the last 3 years.
Yeah. You can tell, lots of experience. 19 for him, 87-79. Ball is loose. Mapson for the Huskies takes a 3. High rebound, hit up high. Rebound Borchers with 2 seconds left, and that's going to be it. The Anoka Tornadoes have won 4 in a row after that loss against Champlain Park. For the 2nd straight season, they sweep the season series from their neighbors, the Andover Huskies, in the final 87-79. Pete?
Yeah, nice job by Anoka. Shot the ball really well. And since that Champlain game, they've been playing some good basketball. They want to continue to do that going into the sections. And I'll tell you what, nobody can take this Andover team light come section time.
No doubt about that. They had a 10-point lead at half, but Anoka with a second half that was strong with defense. 87-79 ends up being your final here tonight. Anoka improves to 18-4. They go to 12-3 in conference play. And for Anoka on their schedule at Maple Grove tomorrow, they host Osseo on Tuesday. Andover falls to 8-13. 3-12 in conference play, and on their schedule they're at Osseo on Thursday, and then they play and host Buffalo on Monday. For our entire crew here at Andover High School, for Pete Hayes, I'm Jim Erickson. Again, your final tonight in boys basketball: Anoka 87, Andover 79. This has been high school boys basketball on QCTV Sports.